sheep? Why are there so many sheep?
That was the first thing they heard, by the way.
There's a whole bunch of sheep, and I gotta kill them.
Oh my god. Also, before
I
we
need flesh.
before we do the GOIs, two websites got created for April Fool's Day for the SCP Wiki.
Oh.
First, Secure Cafe Parlor.
Oh.
Welcome to Secure Cafe Parlor, the premier SCP-Foundation theme-made cafe. What if there was a cafe somewhere in Site 19? That's the idea behind the Secure Cafe Parlor. A place built around the cold comforts of the Foundation. Reimagined as a series of beautiful memories instead of containment. What if everything was a sweet treat? Friendships formed here will last an eternity.
I would like to comment that the skirt's color matches the beard very well, and I enjoy that.
Also, you realize who's in that mate's suit right there?
No.
That's Abel at the bottom.
Right. So can you click on that and like enlarge the image?
How do I? Oh wait.
Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, I guess that works. Hmm. Hmm.
And what's the name?
Secure Cafe Parlor. It's not an actual place. It's a joke.
I'm not having thoughts about the maid dress Abel.
We're located in Redacted, Utah. To find our exact address, you must first book a reservation. No walk-ins. Even if you somehow manage to locate buildings, reservations are paid in advance, and cancellations are not eligible for refunds. Fact. What if I made a text like, what happens, happens. Again, no refunds.
I was partially hoping it was real.
Is everything edible? Most of what we offer is edible. There are exceptions, but we operate under the belief that anything can be edible if you try hard enough. Who owns this establishment? I don't know. I just handle the website. Hours 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Location: redacted, Utah, redacted.
But yeah, this was an April Fool's thing.
Yeah. And now for the drinks. Menu: the Devil's Redacted. Nothing beats the smoky taste of an old-fashioned, at least not according to a certain Dr. Clef. That's me. I'm the one writing this. I may be a seasoned liar. But would a liar lie about his vice of choice? Don't understand that, smartass. Anyway, the drinks whose name I cannot say, because the manager of the shit-ass cafe is a pain in my ass. Patent pending. Consists of the finest whiskey bourbon, muddled with bitters, served on the rocks, and garnished with orange peel and zest. What could possibly be better? As I previously said, nothing. This is class.
Something tells me that redacted is piss. The devil's piss. Okay.
Suicide ice water. I call this one suicide ice water because you've got to be suicidal to try it. Whether you're heartbroken, angry, and depressed, this drink packs a powerful punch necessary to penetrate whatever icy heart you've got and warm you up unlike any other. My drink of choice is simple: one generous pour of 192 proof, 96% ABV vodka served over ice. Enjoy. One of us has to.
What is that? I don't think people can drink that.
Yeah, also, if anyone doesn't know...
That's like this. That's this sort of drink where like you take 3 shots and you immediately die of liver poisoning.
Yeah. Also, if anyone wonders who Iceberg is, he's a character that's basically his body temperature is permanently at the lowest temperature in Antarctica.
Huh.
And he doesn't die from it. He's fine. It's just that if you touch him, you freeze a bit. He's that cold.
I'll risk it.
Oh my god. Darkest blueberry blood spritz. Very few things throw me anymore. I have not spent my life thrill seeking, but when you make more in a month than an average nation makes in 10 years GDP, the thrill seems to find you. Despite that, one drink never fails to captivate me. The one named after me. Darkest blueberry blood spritz is made with the decadent blueberries from the Garden of Eden in Jackson County, Missouri. I didn't know the Garden of Eden was there. What can I say? Those Latter-day Saints know their blueberries anyway. The blueberries
So
are...
it's a Mormon.
Yeah.
So it's a Mormon thing. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, blueberries are muddled, then added to a mix of lemon and lime. Afterwards, it is topped with club soda. Despite the airs it might give off, I actually hold a fondness for a cheap club soda. Don't tell that to the Vanity Fair. All there's just a dash of gold that you can trust has been ethically sourced.
Uh-huh.
Or so I've heard. How am I supposed to verify a claim like that? Iris Stark. Oh yeah, not sure if you guys noticed, but apparently the Foundation owns a gold mine.
Huh.
That's how they get some of their funding.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Where's against tea? What is this? Where am I? Do I even get paid for wearing this? How did I find my apartment? Oh, how did you find my apartment? Oh, you want me to talk about the drink? What is it, matcha? No, I don't know what this is. I don't understand any of this. So this is like merch scene off of fascism. Then why am I here? No, I get the drink, but why me? I'm not a marketable yaoi boy. I barely even know what a Joshi is. I can't, I can't, I can't talk about that here. Cry on. Oh my god. Oh no, here we go, Jerry. Abel's offer.
Oh,
Modernity got you down, struggling to keep up the endless rat race, trying to return to the golden days of years yore. This drink will not help you in that regard, but it sure is delicious, so I say. That's I. Made from freshly picked raspberries, cranberries, and topped with lamb tallow, my offering is perfectly sweet concoction to distract you from your Luddite ways long enough to proclaim the Lord's name in vain from its refreshing taste alone. Abel.
it sounded good, but then the tallow was like, no, I would shit. No.
Had you just order just to see Abel?
Uh, mm, I plead the fifth. I was not paying attention. I was distracted.
You know what? Maybe I'd order the drink to see him dress like that
Oh
too.
my god. I am at the center of everything you consume.
Oh,
I think this is based off the SCP. I'm the center of everything. Same as it ever was. 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 Serving the drink will be your picture taken by the restaurant staff with your permission. That's all I drank.
I mean, they're cute as well.
I don't know much about Talleyrand. Ronald Reagan got him on talking served on a VHS.
I mean, this is just a mandatory thing to purchase, I think.
Oh, video treat has been recreated as an actual edible treat. Pause.
Rando, we're going through a couple of April Fool's SCP sites that popped up.
Yeah. Inside you'll find 4 nostalgic layers of rich chocolate, crumbled cookies, and cream, crackling screaming static, and finally mysterious red substance. What it is, we'll leave for you to investigate. Please do not eat Ronald Reagan for your own safety.
But
Cheers.
what if I wanna?
Delicious.
You can't stop me.
We Whittle's Wondrous Willy Shop. Okay, so there was something really good here. Unfortunately, it seems someone dropped it.
Wait. There's probably a recipe to cook bones somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's literally how you make bone broth.
Yeah.
Like you heat up a bunch of bones in a big pot for a long while and then strain it.
Yeah. Right.
Bone broth, forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or as Alex Jones says, the bone broth.
Yeah. We Whittle's Wondrous Willy Shop. Flop. Anyway, okay, so there's something really good here. Unfortunately, it seems someone dropped it. Before we could take a picture. Worry not, though. We managed to whip up a Willy Wee replacement quick enough. It all really said something about the nature of the human spirit, you see. Rumors of broken drains and glass, served with the helpings of needles and nails, all artfully laid on top of what could have been a better, now unidentifiable dish. Slightly flavored with slightly flavored with sweat and tears, stepped on ironically at one point. Apologies to the chef. Well.
No, thank you.
This is from Ion. Nalkin Nibbles. There's nothing I crave quite like an all-meat, vegan, unfriendly salad. Raw flesh served cold, melting against the tongue in ways that even the most expensive steaks can't. It's topped generously with rotting blue cheese, harvested exclusively from the sickest of cattle. After all, any decent meal needs a little risk of food poisoning. Maybe even a prion disease. How fun. That's just for you. I'm completely immune. Curses Ion. So even the Eldritch God Ion is made in this cafe.
Okay. I
No, this is not the Scarlet King. This is Ion. They're 2 different people.
No, I think Random's asking if the Scarlet King will show up, and we
Oh.
haven't seen them yet.
That I don't know. We haven't gotten
But,
that far.
how do I say this properly? How does one join a Sarkic cult?
That's it!
Look. They may be morally abhorrent,
Okay.
but look at their advertisement.
Okay, here's the thing. You want to join the proto cult. That's the one that just wants to study the flesh. The recent one doesn't. They just want to spread whatever the fuck they're doing.
All I know is I really like Chibi Grand Carsus Ion.
Hey, it's Abel's brother. Wait, how are they in the same cafe when Abel once came dead?
This is hurting. This is just a constant psychic attack on me. Why are all of these being so cute?
Yeah, hey, if Abel ever hits Kane, it just floats back to him. Fair. Then again, there's also a sad story where Abel and Cain make amends, hug each other, and both turn to ash, and none of them revive again. Anyways, Kane's offering, before it occurs, I worked as a farmer. I can't do that anymore. The greenery always wilts. But those leaves have a certain crunch, and I've learned to make use of what I can. Tucked among the bitter herbs and greens, there's a sweet burst of blueberry, just enough to remind you of a time before your greatest sin. Topped with my favorite condiment of choice, mayonnaise. Will anything I do ever be enough? Kane. Oh,
Tried herbs with mayo. Yeah.
oh my
Me mochas.
god. Sorry, damn.
Man, I think it'd be very disastrous to drink that, but it looks so good.
Yeah. To start your day off with a mind-bending treat. This dark and rich, secure cafe parlor staple is sure to bring a pep to your steps, a zip to your hips, and a full-on paratactical assault to all 5 of your brain lobes. Experience a rush of energy and sensations beyond that meant for human senses, all wrapped in our special blend's delectable silky smoothness. Each serving comes with a special custom latte configuration, hand-designed by experienced coffee art and artisans. Oh, now we're getting to what people are saying. Oh no.
Here's sweaty tits. Ugh.
And it is 2 stars. Who is this made by and who is this even for? I'm guessing the target audience, but I really do not understand, like, besides for me, who wants to see old men from my workplace in maid outfits. The best thing I can say is that they have a really cute gift shop and has plenty of charms, acrylic stands, coasters, and some plushies. I would buy the shit out of that. By the time I got there, the only plush left was Kane, so I just ended up getting a few charms of Gears and Kondraki for my Eda bags. I ended up getting the cake, Iceberg's drinks, and Abel's drink. Everything else on the menu looks inedible and deceased. Service wasn't bad, it was just strange. I really don't think anyone there was exactly real. Maybe reanimated corpses. The place was infested with black mold, puddles, and fungi, and there was 0 health ratings I could find anywhere. Given the secretive nature of this, I do not think anything has been inspected at all. Hell, I even saw some of the water used in the drinks was sourced from those puddles. Let's see how to make friends with brain-eating amoeba. I would avoid. On a weird note, there's a lack of women characters besides Iris Stark herself. I would like to see Dr. Wright or even Light. I do love Iris Stark, extremely passionate, as she is fine like wine, but her inclusion is odd. I do wonder if this is connected at all to Marshall Connor and Dark. I wouldn't be surprised. Either Ambrose Restaurants or Marshall Connor and Dark would do this. Right under brain eating amoeba. 4 stars. For one advertising, I really thought this place would be a perfect feasting area for me. Truly, I did. Yes, I did. A place for the brainiest of Foundation researchers all gathered together in one highly transmissible room, packed together, no different than worms in a can. Oh yes, I made through the Midwest so quick you could have swore I was a flu pandemic. It was perfect, exactly as advertised. And best of all, I never realized there were so many folks like me meeting up at places like this. My only gripe was when I tried to retrieve an Able keychain from the gift store. One would have been a cherry on top of the night, only to be told that it was sold out. The gift store guy then shoved his alternative keychain of Abel's no-name brother into my membrane, squeezing out my plasma gel and damn near crushing my vocules. Vacuoles. I went in a hungry customer and came out full and with a few million new friends, but with no Able keychain.
Okay.
Sneezer Jr. 5 stars. I was attacked by a maid and it felt like heaven. Oh my gosh, Ambrose Restaurants.
That guy, Sneezer Jr. knew exactly what he wanted and he got it.
Ambrose Restaurants. A horrid and vapid example of what someone would call an establishment. Overpriced for an edible food, With abysmal health standards, we at Ambrose Restaurant trademark will never go so low as a cafe such as this. About that, you have done more fucked up shit than this.
I think it's fine to look at fine people in fine clothing. And if you have to buy one inedible item, that's fine.
Abel's BF.
He must be at 5 stars. I loved all the Able merch. I wish there were more photo ops. Most everything was sold out, besides Kane, who seemed a bit overstocked. Lol. Very cute. I love my girlfriend.
Which maid gave him a beatdown? I have no clue.
I never done that. The administrator until now. Kane 073. 5 stars. Does this cycle of jealousy ever end? Am I doomed to be the second choice? Not even that. Do I have to do something drastic for anyone to notice me? Aww.
Oh.
Aww.
5 star. He's still rated at 5 stars.
Hey, don't worry. I've always thought you were hot. I mean,
Myrtle Grants, 3 stars. This has been a location of my church for the past 45 years. Imagine my shock when I come in and they've completely redecorated everything and find the audacity to sell merch of the man who did the first murder. I'm completely appalled. Abel, on the other hand, was very handsome and looked quite polite. I guess the old men were also handsome. Good service.
This is. I am uh somewhat saddened that there was no reference to the Scarlet King.
Yeah. To our dear supporters and friends, we have some bad news. We regret to inform you that the secure cafe parlor will be shutting down effective immediately. This decision is a result of circumstances outside of our control. A very big, and I mean a very big rock was thrown inside and destroyed both the exterior and interior. Unfortunately, preservation of the parlor has been deemed unfeasible. We will always savor and cherish and preserve the treasured moments we shared with you all. Never forget Scare Cafe Parlor will exist in your hearts and the bonds that we've shared. This is goodbye, but never farewell. The Scare Cafe Parlor team. The website will remain until the lease expires, or until the SCP-Foundation Department of Copyright Protection and Enforcement requests its closure as part of its ongoing lawsuit. Who wrote this? Sailor Enoch.
What I have gathered, the maids include Cain, Abel, Gears, an Elder God, and an IRL writer, and Ronald Reagan. Yes. I believe so, yes.
You ready for the second site?
Oh yeah, I forgot there was another one.
A gotcha game.
oh,
It doesn't exist, though.
bad.
Opus Confident
Oh.
presents Sophia and the Crown Promise. I would actually play it, though. Get it for Skip OS. Oh my gosh, because SCPs are called skips. Helen Viet Launcher can sweep. Oh my god. Sophia Light has ascended. With the veil torn and library under siege, the peace you once knew no longer exists, and yet this is the only beginning. Rise, counterbalance, awaken the dark so that the light will not die. What it is about. Sophia and the Crown Promise is a brand new, globe-trotting open-world RPG where the masquerade has been broken and the world fractured beyond repair. Catalyst, deep within the Foundation's vault, the Stigma Commandment Project was unfolding smoothly under Director Sophia Light's supervision. Overwatch demanded results, having invested all forms of anomalous resources into unearthing the Sarkic legend, the absolute authority of the Crown Promise. Then the worst case scenario happened. They succeeded. Exact details has been lost, but surviving records suggest Sophia's vessel was turned nationally compatible with this authority, so she usurped it to unleash to destroy the Foundation and shattered the world. A phenomenon now known as the anti-pattern begins to spread. Why isn't this an actual game? I would love to play this.
This would be awesome.
Perhaps. Oh, perhaps goes to an SCP. Fallout. 7 years after the fateful day, the world has settled into a state of fragile stability. Push and pulling against not only the anti-pattern, but also many hostile anomalies, previously locked away by the fallen warden. No one lived to tell the tale of why Sophia Light betrayed the Foundation. Did the Crown promise to corrupt her? Did it elucidate a terrible
Elucidate.
a terrible Thredo unknown truth?
Hitherto.
Hitherto
Hitherito.
unknown truth. Maybe the authority merely used Sophia's body to advance its own machinations. Was the legend even circuit to begin with, or perhaps...
Hitherito.
Shut up. Oh, there's groups of interest. Global Coalition. Oh, wow. Just because the end of the world happened doesn't mean the bureaucracy has to stop, and the Global Coalition has living proof of that. With much of the world in disarray and its forces scattered, UNGOC can just barely hold a line on the European front. Knowing that the key to reversing the apocalypse must be in the grasp of the Destroyed Foundation, it has recruited surviving employees, willingly or not. The High Command think they will be able to use the Crown Promise for the greater good. What the greater good entails remains to be seen. Okay, so the Triaegis Union. Oh, the Foundation. The combination of distant technology and survival divergence has allowed Site-43, Site-64, and Site-87 to persist past the destruction of the Foundation and the greater America continents to remain as safe havens for survivors when the dust finally settled. Now that the last strongholds have fallen, now the last strongholds of the fallen Warden are the final lines of defense against the anti-pattern, desperately fighting for a miracle. All the residents of the Sauce Pit will tell you no story is complete without a turnabout. Next, the Chaos Insurgency. What are you doing? One would think that following the Foundation would render the Chaos Insurgency's mission complete and start winding down their operation. And yet the opposite is true. Sounds keep popping up and agents come and go everywhere. Some assert that they're taking advantage of the chaos to loot resources, while the others claim they're doing humanitarian works in the Earth's time of need. The Traders Union believes they're trying to fill the power vacuum, but really, who knows what they want? Oh my god.
Yeah, I would trust that.
Oh, the Black Queen. Supposedly, the Black Queens have been cut off from one another, rendering their pools, sources, and knowledge divided once more. Allison Chow currently seeks for a way to lift these bindings no matter what it takes. A neutrally aligned player, the Black Queen claims loyalty only to herself. Conversely, she can make deals with anyone and take advantage of anything. When navigating the precious border, remember that the Monarch is second to none. Oh no, no.
Precarious.
Oh, precarious. Oh no. Deva stand.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh,
The encroaching light has, despite the wrought destruction, strengthened the Deva's unique geomancy and turned the nation into Asia's premier breadbasket. In position they wish nothing more than to maintain. The old world order holds no appeal to Devastan. Once suppressed on both sides of the veil, here they are the imminent military leader of a new heritage. What the fuck? Paradigm. In direct opposition to the UNGOC. They have everything to lose and every incentive to fight for them. Gamers against weed. They somehow survived.
I was really expecting, like, the Serpent's Hand to be one.
Well, it did say, like, oh yeah. Well, it did say, like, the library was breached. Probably meaning the Wanderer's library.
I mean, yeah, but that wouldn't mean the end of the serpent's hand. Gamers will survive the end. Fallout has prepared us for this.
Gamers Against Swede. No one knows exactly how Gamers Against Swede managed to survive the apocalypse. Not even themselves. They probably shitposted about it on our IRC or something. Oh, we can see characters.
Mm.
Okay, so this is Counterbalance. Shadow born of the moon. They woke up beneath an Antarctic ice with no to no knowledge of themselves, with a nagging feeling that whoever they were before and wherever they came from will not be remembered or missed. The first step of this journey is weighed upon by a single question: who am I? The only person above ground naturally capable of neutralizing the light. Questions naturally arise from this fact, but they can only find the answer by facing Sophia Light at the end of this road. Okay, so this is probably the character you play, if this game existed.
E.
Oh, this is Allison Chow.
Yeah.
Allison Chow, Blackwing Queen Lynxie. Destiny is often the inevitable result of one's actions and avoidance of it. Most unfortunate, then, that everyone else is caught in the crossfire. Left stranded by the proliferation of the anti-pattern, Lynxie of the Black Queen's only emotional response is fierce annoyance. Despite losing persistent access to the library, she is among the few outstanding individuals capable of withstanding the incredible stress placed upon the world and freely traveling the lanes between. Though she currently operates alone, Allison Chow knows she never stands alone. Beatrice Ross. Candlelit Evocation. Nothing in this world is certainly except three things. The last of which is having to work on a Sunday because your boss demands a work emergency. The eminent thaumaturge evoker of former Site 64, Beatrice Ross has a decently stored life. She had hoped to achieve a more work-life balance before shit hit the fan, but nothing ever goes according to plan, she learned. Stopping her Foundation-issued boots down and spinning her trusty portable thaumaturgic loops up, all an agent can do in these times is press forward as always. Oh my gosh, oh, so glad.
Guy, why are you wearing that?
Wait,
This is the cafe.
wait, look at his title.
God's bastard son.
Wait, why is
I
he?
guess he went back to the GOC.
Yeah, even though he hates the GOC. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does it matter? I was already in it like 3,000 times before this, yet I'm still here. When the Foundation failed, Cliff took it as a sign that Hubers had finally caught up, and booked it as far as possible with his daughter Mary. Nowadays, he is a baker with a freelancer side gig, taking on any jobs, a suspiciously high number of which originating from the GOC. Despite everything, he seems content for the first time in a long while, settling in a surprisingly domestic way, but never forgetting what it took to get here. Getting some decent grubs for a growing kid is a challenge, but I ain't complaining.
Aw.
Oh yeah, the teenage
That's just
Gaia
wholesome.
is his daughter. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
William Weddle.
What the fuck? It's just a picture of an actual dude.
Oh, I'm supposed to say something?
Oh my gosh.
He's a one
He's a
star.
star.
They don't even go that low. Honestly, I would so play this game if it existed, and more. On this journey, you will encounter many new experiences, meet new faces, and entwine your story with theirs. Just remember, even if the world itself rejects the answer you seek, there will surely be a time where everything falls into place. All you have to do is take heart and dive in. Sophie and the Crown Prince launches April 31st, 2026. Probably, maybe, don't count on it. Yeah, April Fool's 2026. Estrella Yoshti. Oh my god. I want this to exist.
Realize he had actual gotcha class symbols. Yeah.
Yeah. I want this to exist. I would, even though if it's a gacha game, I would still play it.
Aliens.
I just
I
realized
mean,
her
there's
eye
good.
is the foundation symbol.
Yeah. I mean, there's good gotcha games.
I heard Uma Musume is good, but I haven't played it.
Zenless Zone Zero is also pretty high up there from what I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Although 90% of what I know about gotcha games is from other sources.
I also have this
I
one.
have played gotchas that are not of those other sources, and I thought that looked.
Here's one thing. I forgot the name of the game, but I do have it on my computer. It's a gotcha game that is coming that took inspiration from the SCP wiki. And it's a train gotcha like game where you have to travel through a train to go to different horde creature areas. But anyways, you can pay to do a gotcha whatnot, but you can still get all the characters by playing the game. So technically, you don't have to pay the money to get all the characters.
Rando says lobotomy core.
No, it wasn't a lobotomy core. That's not a gotcha game.
I like me some Star Rail. Yeah. And to be clear, when I was saying like other sources, I'm not meaning that I play gotcha games that are porn. I'm meaning I've seen stuff from popular gotcha games because of porn.
Oh,
I have
Yeah.
yet to find a porn gotcha game that was not absolute trash. Like the most garbage, predatory practices in the industry.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
used to know a very good one, but I don't know if that exists anymore. That was a long time ago.
Found it. Limbus Company. I found it.
Aliens.
Anyways. Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah. I should probably stream it at some point. But anyways. Um, the first group of Vengeance of the Night, we spent like almost an hour doing the April Fool's thing. But it was worth it. It's next to the Heaven's Pillar. The Mahayan Buddhist-inspired religious movement known for its veneration of figures such as victorious fighting Buddha. An SCP that's connected to is SCP-1186 Cochlear Cicadas. Oh, it's super short. That's good. Sun Wukong? No. Maybe. I don't know. Item SCP-1186. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. 1186 instances under Foundation custody are to be held in individual insect containment units at site redacted. Each unit is to be constructed to resemble the human auditory system. The maximum number of 1186 instances permitted in Foundation captivity is 140. Excess instances are to be incinerated. 140 additional units are to be made available as reserve habitats for 1186 instances. Civilians identified as hosts of 1186 are to be taken under Foundation custody. 1186 instances which are attached to hosts are to be extracted via invasive surgery. Affected civilians are to be placed under observation for a period of up to 2 weeks. Afterwards, interrogation and amnestic treatment are to be given. And this is a partially buried 1186 instance located at Wenshu Monastery, Chengdu, China. (1186) refers to a species classified under the family Cicadae, the mean body length of 2.5 millimeters. To date, all known 1186 instances remain in their nymph stage and shows no signs of metamorphosis typical to other members of the family Cicadae. To the Foundation's knowledge, no 1186 larvae or imago are known to exist. In addition, the dissection of 1186 indicates the absence of sexual organs. Uniquely, 1186 consumes endolymph from the human cochlear ducts. Endolymph from several species of mammals, e.g. cattle, are acceptable substitutes in place of human endolymph. As such, 1186's physiology is optimized for extraction and consumption of the human endolymph, such as an elongated and retractable proboscis to puncture the human skin and a digestive system specialized in breaking down substances with a high potassium concentration. Now, 1186 is known to survive without consumption of endolymph or any other forms of nourishment. Due to the loss of endolymph, hosts of 1186 regularly experience deafness and balance disorder. Oh.
Also, real quick,
Yeah.
can I still be heard relatively well from this distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I'm basically moving over to sit on my bed so that I can play my GameCube,
That's fair.
Okay.
and I wanted to make sure I could still be heard well.
After occupying the human ear for a period of 1 week, 1186 will begin emitting vibrations directly to the skull via bone conduction. These vibrations are then interpreted as the chanting of various Mahayan Buddhist sutras. Mahayan Buddhist sutras.
Wait.
Said chants include the Amitabha Sutra, Heart Sutra, Lotus Sutra, among others. Narrated in respective hosts' arterial language. These chants are the only sounds constantly perceived by hosts, despite any auditory impairment on the host's part. These chants are inaudible in environments with sound levels at least 50 decibels. But hosts are known to suffer from afflictions such as headaches and nausea in such environments. In 2% of known cases, non-lethal damage to hosts' nervous tissue is present. Conversely, in environments with sound levels below 50 decibels, the severity of aforementioned afflictions tends to subside and audibility of 1186 sounds increases. Er, 1186 was discovered in Chengdu, Sichuan Province, China, on Renactor redacted 2007, where they were distributed by the new religious movement Essex the Heavens Pillar. Okay, so this SCP was distributed by this group. A Mahayan Buddhist-inspired religious movement, known for its veneration figures such as various white Buddha, cleanser of the altars, gold-bodied Arhat, and dragon horse of the 8 heavenly sections. Huh?
I was just going, huh?
To its followers as an initiation rite. In cooperation with local law enforcement units, it cracked down on Essex Heaven's Pillar and his followers recovered approximately 500 1186 instances in halted distribution. 100 of such instances were kept for study at Site Redacted, while remaining instances were incinerated. Oh yeah, and the picture says an illustration depicting ascetic son, a figure held to be the previous incarnation of the victorious fighting Buddha, and dating referred by the Aztecs to Heaven's Pillar. Other sacred sites believed to be associated with ascetic son have been contained by the Foundation as 2711 and 2178. Addendum 1186-1. Interviews with captured Essex Evans Pillars followers suggest that the Winshu Monastery in Chengdu is the gathering point for said members. Are redacted to 7. Old Task Force Epsilon 4, Hot Iron Strike, was smashed to raid temple grounds. Large populations in excess of 5,000 of 1186 instances were found during said raid. 40 1186 instances found at the Winshu Monastery had been taken for study, while the remainder was terminated via incineration by NTF Y4. The highest concentration of 1186 instances is centered around a human cadaver, seated in a lotus position and dressed in robes typical of Tang Dynasty Hiku, destination for a fully ordained monk in Buddhism. The cadaver has also been confiscated by the Foundation, tentatively classified as AI-redacted, and pending further research. The profile for AI-redacted is as follows. Item description: a preserved human cadaver dressed in Tang Dynasty era Ku robes. Radiocarbon dating estimates the cadaver's year of death at circa 620 to 680 CE. Despite its age, no signs of decomposition were found. Mechanism of preservation is unknown. Date of recovery: redacted 2007. Location of recovery: Chengdu, Sichuan Province, China. Current status: kept and anomalous items. Wing and recovery site redacted. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards evil because, like, they do punch a risk for people. Because it does cause deafness and balance disorder.
Okay, so I understand the references here. What are the references here, Rando?
Apparently, this picture is a picture of Su Wukong in the Journey to the West.
Hmm.
I'm kind of leaning towards somewhere in evil. What are you guys thinking?
Here, scroll back down.
Okay.
Like, stay in that area.
Right here? Okay. Oh, okay. Neat. Random person says the headache thing is a reference to the binding headpiece Sun Wukong wears and hurts him when a chant is said. The 4 people venerated were the 4 of the main characters of Journey to the West. Monk was the 5th character from the book. But I am still leaning somewhere evil because they're intentionally infecting people with this anomaly. Who is also known as the reincarnation of Golden Kata.
Wait, do we know that they were intentionally infecting people?
Where they distributed by 1186 was discovered in Chengdu, Sichuan Province, China on redacted 7, where they were distributed by the new religious movement as 6 to Heaven Pillars. They were
Yeah, okay.
They were intentionally infecting people.
As an initiation, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's some culty shit.
Yeah. That's why I said
Um,
somewhere in evil, because this is intentional. Kind of bugs. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Um, would you say this group is structured enough to be considered lawful? I don't know
Probably.
much about. That's the thing. I don't know much about these religious organizations.
It did look
I
like.
think it depends on the group, but I'm
Yeah.
sure they can be structured enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The good thing is, it
Hmm.
looks like the Foundation pretty much took care of most of them.
Yeah.
Like, this is the one
Uh,
religious movement that was easily taken out. SCP.
If
then
it's
again,
anything like Buddhism, then it has a lot of structure.
Yeah.
uh, and yeah, it's based on Buddhism. Although the other thing I just remembered, don't we have like incompetent good and incompetent evil
Yeah, we have incompetent
categories?
evil. Also, I learned how to change the background, so now we can actually see the images that are hard to see.
Yay. Yeah, I think
If we
I'd
put
actually
them in,
Huh?
oh, go ahead.
oh, you go.
I was gonna say, I think I'd actually want to put them in incompetent good as like my first thought. Being
Yeah,
I'm not even entirely convinced that the cult leadership that's doing this initiation actually knows that they're harming people. It
Yeah,
could very easily just be, oh, this is how we do the initiation, therefore we do it.
kind of like the Church of the Broken God, but then realized they did some really fucked up shit. We're gonna have to move them from this tier. So I remember we put them in competent good the last time we did that. Church of the Broken God.
Yeah, what did we find out that like would potentially change that?
Back then, remember we read a part of the past where the Nalkins were just peaceful, ongoing, and then the Church of the Broken God decided, "Fuck you, we're gonna exterminate you for no apparent reason," as well as intentionally infecting people with the clockwork virus.
This one was a treat for me to learn about. I love Journey to the West. In the book, it was the way Sun Wukong achieved the title of Buddha, so maybe that's why. Ah,
So yeah, like intentionally infecting people with a virus, and as well as genocide,
yeah,
which I think would put them out of incompetent good.
yeah.
All right, the next one, Asmodeus Labs. We've seen this name referenced a few times, but we haven't gotten into it. Issue is someone was fucking insane and very much needed the weakness. Yeah. Asmodeus Labs, a company that produces demonic products via occult technology. And only SCP connected to it, SCP-3665, Instant Demon, just add blood.
Bro, why though?
Okay, just opening the rest of everything. Oh my gosh, they did multiple tests. Alright. You ready?
Mayhaps.
Item SCP-3665, Object Class Safe. Containment procedures. 3665 is to be contained in a standard safe class locker in Site 19. In the event that the package imitation blood contained by 3665 runs out, blood obtained from D-class personnel may be used. During testing, research staff are advised to ensure that the powder used in the activation of -1 is not lost.
Hmm.
Alright. Description. 3665 is a 15 by 10 by 3.5 centimeter package of a powdery substance labeled as Instant Demon, just add blood. With depiction with a depiction of a stylized male and female demon, with ram-like horns, bat-like wings on either side of the text. Inside the package, there is a moderate amount of dry powder of an unidentified substance or mixture of substances, having the overlay consistency of talcum powder. Also packaged is a small plastic container of imitation blood, containing what appears to be cranberry juice, red food coloring, and currently unidentified substance, along with instructions for use. And here's the instructions. Homofuge, or homofugae, I'm guessing. Latin for man-fly. This is believed to be a reference to play Dr. Faustus, as -1 has also referenced this play on occasion. The scene from Dr. Faustus, in which this phrase is used, involves the words appearing on the titular character's arm, warning him not to sign a contract with the demon Mephistopheles. Instructions. Thank you for purchasing Instant Demon, Just Add Blood by Asmodeus Labs. We always strive to give you the best experience in summoning forces more ancient and powerful than man will ever be, from the comfort of your own home. Are you tired of having to swear eternal loyalty to dark forces every time you want material wealth beyond your wildest dreams? Wish that Succubus would quit droning about the details of your 24-year contract and suck on this? Well, now there's a better way. Using our state-of-the-art occult technology, we've bundled this whole evocation process with an easy-to-access powder. Now even little Tommy can start raising hell literally. All you have to do is follow these easy instructions. One of our fine spirits will be with you shortly. Step 1. Pour the powder out of the packaging onto a flat surface. Step 2. Drop 3 drops of our imitation blood into the powder and use it to write your name. No worries if you die-hard occultists out there. Real blood works as well. Step 3. Wait and enjoy. When you're done, just collect the powder back into the bag, and you're ready to use it again. Back cover. Asmodeus Labs is a company hell-bent on making the powers of darkness easy for the whole family to access. If this one demon doesn't satisfy you, we hope you'll come visit us for some more exciting products. Knowledge is power. The illusion of power is the illusion of knowledge. Asmodeus Labs.
This sounds highly inadvisable.
Yeah.
When these instructions are followed, the powder around the area where the subject's name was written will begin to steam, and will continue to do so for roughly 20 minutes. Following this, -1 will appear to the individual who activated 3665, appearing first as a red mist before adopting its usual form, expressing discontent that it must limit itself to such a lowly form, and greeting the individual who summoned it. -1 is an entity that is only perceptible to the individual who activated 3665. Exact features such as gender, age, and ethnicity are vary based on the individual. -1 is most often described to be humanoid, with the addition of features similar to a depiction of a demon or evil spirit, such as horn-like protrusions from the head, bat-like wings, and a short tail. This appears to be variable depending on what the subject considers a demon or evil spirit to be. One researcher who was raised in Eastern Asia reported -1 to appear as a human wearing an Oni mask with red skin. -1 will speak in the language best known to the individual who activated 3665. It appears to have an innate knowledge of the subject's history, personal life, and preferences. -1 appears to be unaware of or unwilling to acknowledge anyone except the individual who summoned it. -1 is able to singularly remember specific events when activated by the same person multiple times, but is unable or unwilling to recall events that happened when it was activated by another individual. While present, -1 will perform tasks that are assigned to it by the individual who activated 3665. However, actions that -1 appears to take do not affect anything other than such as perception. For instance, if asked to move a cup from one table to another, the subject will visualize -1 moving the cup. No one other than the subject will see the cup moving. However, when -1 expires, the cup would be in its original position. -1 is also seemingly unable to cause anyone serious injury or do anything that would significantly affect the surrounding area, due to its only being able to affect the subject's perception. If asked to do something that is unable to, -1 will respond with, "Leave this frivolous demands, which strike a terror to my faint soul." This is another quote from Dr. Faustus in the scene in which involves a demon refusing to elaborate on the nature of hell. -1 will react similarly if asked a question the subject is unaware of and the answer to. This can include giving incorrect information if the subject holds an untrue belief. After 2 hours, -1 will begin to disappear, described as evaporating slowly. During this time, all changes to the subject's perception will be reverted. Oh, this is the template for the testing logs.
Yeah.
Okay, the real question is, can you fuck the demon?
Wait, what?
By all logic, yes. If they can affect a person's perception, then they should be able to affect a person's perception of their genitals.
So does that mean if you're a virgin and you get fucked by it, are you still a virgin?
Aaron,
I think the concept of virginity is dumb in the first place, but probably because, like, it's a social construct
Yeah.
based on, like, if you've had sex or not, and in this case, you've had, like, at the very least for your perception, entirely real sex.
Yeah.
also, literally, all suggestions that you can physically tell if someone's had sex are all myths. Have
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
debunked.
Yeah.
Not to mention, those suggestions basically always primarily refer to, shall we say, female anatomy, which is, you know, the concept of virginity is deeply intertwined with misogyny historically. How fun.
Yeah, because stupid and outdated is misogyny.
Yeah. Anyways. Note, during testing, personnel are required to transcribe request and visual response from -1, which will make up the transcribed response portion of the testing log. Date of test, redacted 2017, subject Dr. Reynard. Subject request -1 is asked who or what it is. Transcribed response, lonely human who dares to question my nature or knowledge of it, which strike fear into thy very soul. I am a demon called here to fulfill your will. Call me what you will. Date of test, redacted 17, subject Dr. Reynard. Subject's request, -1 was told that it would be called Bob for the remainder of the testing period. Transcribed response, yes. This good indeed a good name that shall strike terror into the hearts of all the good and holy men. All shall fear the name of Bob. That reminds me, there was only one hurricane in all of history that was named Bob. And it's never been used again.
Huh. Damn you, Bob.
If I remember correctly, Hurricane Bob did a shit ton of damage. Yeah, but
Probably a
anyways.
part of why they decide to retire it.
Yeah. Date of test, redacted or redacted since 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. Subject's request, -1 was told to retrieve a cup of coffee. Transcribed response, -1 leaves the room for roughly 20 minutes. -1 returns with a cup of coffee. that is hot to the touch. Tastes like coffee. Put empty cup of coffee down on table. Note, Dr. Reynard made motions that indicated he was seeing a cup of coffee in front of him, and reported feeling re-energized after drinking it. This is believed to be the result of a placebo effect. 18 deaths, 1.5 billion in damage.
Wait, what?
Random person looked up Hurricane Bob's damage. 18 deaths and 1.5 billion in damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now
Damn it, Bob.
Yeah, so yeah, Bob did a lot of damage.
Fuck you too, Bob.
It's not the people killed, it's how much it broke. Yeah. Now I see why they don't use the name anymore. Watch that,
Imagine
like,
being the
huh?
imagine going to the afterlife and being those 18 people who when asked like, "Hey, how'd you die?" Ah, Bob.
Yeah. Wait, no, this is the pre-inflation numbers. Oh.
It's worse.
This-
When was Bob? When was Bob?
Wait, that means it's even more money, right?
No.
Oh my god. Maybe the word Bob is taboo for weather scientists to use. 3.6 billion.
Jesus.
I think watch like what they go like, okay, what are we gonna name this hurricane? Like, hey, let's name it Bob. No, the fuck we're not.
We're
Watch
not
like
wishing another Bob upon the world.
yeah, watch like that name be taboo. Like Jesus Christ, I know Hurricane Bob did so much damage. I didn't know it was that much. Category 5 that hit the Rhode Island area. Oh, damn.
So here's my other conclusion is someone could make a really funny uh life altering decision for a baby to name their child Bob, and then when people ask, "Oh, did you name them after like a character or like someone in your life?" No, I named them after like one of the worst hurricanes. It felt fitting.
You know what? Some kids feel like a Bob.
Oh my gosh, it's even worse, Hatchet. Then left, then turned around and hit it
Why is Bob such a menace?
again.
Settle
Specifically,
down, Bob.
it specifically said, fuck you to Rhode Island. Like, what the hell?
Bob was angry.
It was category 2 at this point, but still. Oh no. Don't tell me it got even worse. The 3.5 is the low estimate. I'm gonna wait till you pull up the big estimate. I'm gonna keep reading. The high estimate is 7.1. 7.1
Jesus.
billion?
Oh, jeez.
Bob, settle the fuck down, man.
Now I know why weather scientists refuse to use the name Bob.
I love how this is where the stream is gone now.
Bob is a dangerous name.
Anyways, I'm gonna go back to reading
didn't-
this.
It didn't come for the people, it came for the economy.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep reading now. Sorry, go ahead. Alright.
Does that mean that Bob was a communist?
Possibly. Anyways,
Not a communist I'd like to be friends with.
yeah. Date of test. Redacted test 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. Subject's request. Dash 1 was told to retrieve a small cup of water and pour it on Dr. Reynard. Transcribe response. Dash 1 leaves the room for roughly 20 seconds. Dash 1 returns the cup of water and pours it on Dr. Reynard. Dr. Raynard experiences discomfort, but his clothes and body are not wet to the touch. Date of test redacted tag 2017. Subject Dr. Reynard. Note an object is placed behind the door of the testing chamber. Dr. Reynard is unaware of what this object is, but aware that one has been placed. Subject's request. Dr. Reynard instructs Dash 1 to open the door, allowing himself to see what the object is. Transcribe response. Leave these frivolous demands which strike a terror to my fainting soul. Dash 1 was unable to do so. Okay. Date of test. Redacted test 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. Subject's request. Dash 1 is asked why it follows instructions when summoned. Transcribed response. I am bound by the terms of our contract. Just as towards 3665. Alas, were I not, I would spread evil across this land as my ilk did in the days of old. Count thy blessings, human. Date of test redacted 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. So request Dash 1 is asked who created 3665 and by extension, the contract. Transcribed response. Leave this frivolous demand that strike terror into my faint soul. Dr. Reynard noted that this was stated in the same tone of voice and annotation as it was previously stated, likened to a pre-recorded message.
They're just reading off a script.
Yeah. Data request redacted 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. Subject request. Dash 1 is asked for information regarding the individuals affiliated with Asmodeus Labs. Oh, fuck me. Transcribe response. Per Enoqualium Respectotoides. This is a quote from Dr. Faustus, in which a demon provides an elusive response to one of the titular candidates with scientific questions. Latin translation is unequal motion to respect the whole thing. Dr. Reynard had not read Dr. Faustus at the time. Note, this was the first recorded instance of Dash 1 issuing a response that indicated it may have some knowledge of who or what created it. Date of test, redacted test 17. Subject Dr. Reynard. Subject's request. Dash 1 is asked what is the meaning behind the previous response was in regards to the previous test log. Friend's guide response. My contractors are elusive. But Solomon, Messaris, Socios, Abusier, Dolores. Also for include with Dr. Faustus, the scene from which involves a demon, Mephistopheles, explaining why Lucifer tempts humans. Latin translation is, to the unhappy, it is comfort to have the company in misery. Or more simply, misery loves company. The Euclid Power. Find us at the crossroads. Notes, investigation of the previous responses is ongoing. Further tests in which Dash 1 is questioned as to its origin are scheduled to take place at a later date. Okay, so that's it of Asmodeus Labs.
So like on one hand, demonic shit is dubious, but on the other hand, the only product that we know about from them literally does nothing.
Yeah.
Do we want to call this an incompetent evil?
I guess so. You agree with that, Jerry?
Yeah, they want to be evil, but they're not exactly good at it. They're doing their best. They get a "You Tried" star.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that they're bad at it.
Alright, so let me see what the next one is.
Though now I'm just going to be dealing with thoughts about stuff I've seen regarding demons and contracts in various forms.
Oh,
Pay no heed to my dirty mind.
Alright, here's the next one. The Association for Restoration of Japan.
Well, that sounds like a terrible thing.
Military organization dedicated to the revival of the Empire of Japan.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
It sounds like a group that's like, you know what? Let's make everything feudal again.
Similar in history.
It's literally just the Japanese equivalent of like the various anomalous neo-Nazi groups.
Oh my gosh, speaking of that hatchet, similar in history with the IJMEA, despite no ties to it. Led by the individual named General Yukio Kurata, who shares the same name with the previous IJAMEA leader, who we also put in evil somewhere.
Yeah.
You know how Imperial Japan ended, right? Maybe. The only SCP connected to it is 3656, Governments in Exile. Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, this is... Oh god, it's so long.
Well, that's just great.
Before I open all this and before we do anything, I am gonna look to see if this group's actually in the article.
That is actually a smart idea.
God
Oh
damn it.
yes, it is. Oh, it's contained only here in Group E. Oh, each one of these is a different group. The Friends of the
Uh,
Doge. The Sublime State of Iran in Exile.
the fudge?
I'm guessing these are different um country different organizations within this one SCP. So I think we should see what SCP is and then look at them. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, let's just be fair. We don't really need much to
Fair.
say this is lawful evil.
Oh, it pretty much just says the exact same thing as
Yeah.
the other thing over here. So we just put in lawful evil.
Yeah. I mean, it's a group that's dedicated to trying to bring back the fascist state of Japan.
Speaking of that, the Everlasting Stardom of Russia is also one of the groups.
Bruh.
The Republic of Poland. So yeah, we just put in lawful evil.
Yeah. Any objections? Jerry?
No objections.
Okay.
Seeing where this image is. Hopefully I don't have to add it. Okay, there it is. I don't know why you're down there. I said lawful evil, right?
No, I said lawful good, Aaron.
Okay. Alright, so now... Oh god, I just realized we're not going to get to this one. Because we're still on A. But I just saw that Christian Ministries of America is a group of interest. We're going to have to look at.
Oh, great.
We gotta find... I gotta find it. There it is. Etsumi Aerospace Inc. An aerospace manufacturer company that uses anomalous equipment via human consciousness. Company,
What?
the company has a close relationship to JOICL.
Uh,
Oh, and
Fuck is
actually,
JOICL?
I don't know, but good news is it's short and it does have
Japanese.
the company's image right here, which is good. So I need to get Google Translate. I wish the Google Translate up here did better than the one over here, so I don't have to copy everything.
Well,
I'm not sure what to tell you, Aaron.
the thing up top probably isn't actually Google Translate. It's like something with Opera.
Oh my gosh, if I try to copy more, it copies the image. I don't want the image.
But what if the image wants you?
No, just object safe Euclid.
Safe Euclid.
Because the safe is crossed out here. It didn't
Oh, right, yeah.
and copy all the way down to here. Oh, I just realized. This is going to be really difficult. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, so it actually is somewhat legible for the box part here. But anyways, alright. Now let's see what they made. Alright, item 8, SCP-1897 JP. Object class was saved, but is now Euclid. Special containment procedures. Should Foundation web crawlers detect content related to 1897 JP, the corresponding web pages or social media posts are to be deleted immediately. Currently, retrieval orders are to be issued to agents stationed in a vicinity. When receiving such orders, agents are to proceed with the retrieval without delay. Once retrieved, 1867 JP instances are to be transported to Site 8122 and contained within a low-threat object containment locker. Description: 1897 JP is a poster that appears sporadically throughout Japan. It features a printed photograph of a single male figure clad in a spacesuit. A speech bubble position as if spoken by the figure contains text such as, "Won't you pioneer unknown possibilities? Astronauts wanted." Additionally, the bottom right corner displays the name Asumi Aerospace Co. Limited, along with its corporate logo. However, no physical address or telephone number is provided. Any individual who visually observes 1897 JP for a duration exceeding 15 seconds, hereinafter referred to as -1, is immediately teleported to a destination. Oh wait, hereinafter referred to as a subject. Is immediately teleported to a designated space designated as -1, described below. This anomalous effect does not manifest when viewing photographs or digital images depicting 1897 JP. -1 is a facility located in redacted Tahara City, Aichi Prefecture. Prior to 20 redacted, it operated as an automobile manufacturing plant. Upon teleportation, subject is apprehended by an individual clad in work attire, here referred to as 1-A. During this process, 1-A destroys any audio communication devices or cameras carried by the subject. Consequently, detailed information regarding the interior of -1 remains unknown. 1897 JP was discovered after reports specifically that multiple individuals who had undergone astronaut selection examinations have gone missing. Drew the attention of the Foundation. Initially, it is believed that 1897 JP was posted elusively at venues hosting selection examinations. However, following the confirmation of 1897 JP during searches for missing persons within Japan, the decision was made to upgrade the object's class. Listed below are some of the locations where 1897 JP has been confirmed to date. Please refer to a full list here. Samihara City, Kanagawa Prefecture, JAXA Sagamihara Campus, Tsukaba City, Ibaraki Prefecture, JAXA Kuba Space Center, Kamigara City, Gifu Prefecture, Redacted Junior High School.
Don't like that part.
Yeah. Tobishima Village, Aichi Prefecture, Redacted Heavy Industries Factory. Kimosuke Town, Kagoshima Prefecture, Redacted Park. Noshiro City, Akita Prefecture, Noshiro City Hall. Taki Town, Hokkaido, Taki Town Hall. Ofano City, Iwani Prefecture, Redacted Station. Addendum 1. On 20 redacted. An investigation into -1 was conducted by Mobile Task Force 801 CubeSat, resulting in recovery of the following items. Sorry. Recovered items. Solar panels, 48 unions, dimensions 28 centimeters by 28 centimeters. Cubic titanium alloy frames, 28 units, side length 30 centimeters. Electronic components, 237 units. All are commercial grade products. Spherical capsules, 11 units. Hose of peak resin, diameter 25 centimeters. Human brains, 9 units. Contained within vessels filled with an unidentified liquid. Initially, one instance of 1-A was apprehended and an interview was conducted.
I'm not gonna lie, I've largely fucking spaced out a bit here. What
Yeah.
exactly is happening?
They kidnap people, basically. They get teleported to this one area and they get kidnapped. Like all their audio and visual technology gets destroyed by them. And they are pronounced missing.
Ah,
And then we
this is
just get
great.
told that they have human brains, 9 units. Some of the stuff items they're trying to. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
meaning they're taking
Ethically
brains.
sourced, no doubt.
Yeah. All right. All right. Interviewer, Mobile Task Force Commander Fukatsu. And then when the interview long, the subjects are referred to as Fukatsu and 1897 JP-1-A. Initially, prior to the commencement of the interview, 1-A displays signs of resistance. Consequently, a mild sedative was administered. Before I say anything, does someone want to be the doctor or instance?
Can't say I'm up to it.
Take that as a no.
I mean, I literally just said no.
I know, but I didn't hear Jerry say anything.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I asked, does anyone want to be the doctor or the instance?
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So I think that is a no.
I guess I'll be the instance. I'll be the asshole.
All right.
I'm sorry for assuming they're assholes.
I mean, they probably are.
Okay.
Well, the instance here means a person who was like teleported.
No, I think 1-A is the person who's the kidnapper.
Yeah. I'm calling the kidnapper an asshole. They captured
Yeah,
a kidnapper.
because the people who are kidnapped are referred to as subjects. -1 is the area, and 1-A is the person they see when they get teleported.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 1-A is the kidnapper. So yeah, by definition, they're assholes.
I will try to give them an asshole voice, but unlike Hatchet, I'm very bad at asshole voices. I don't know how Hatchet pulls it off so well.
Secretly, I have an asshole, and
Everyone
I
has an
speak through it.
asshole!
The secret is just to speak through the asshole.
What?
Speak through the asshole, Jerry!
I can't!
Well, try
Have you ever
harder.
tried?
Oh!
Then how can you say you can't?
It's your numbers of the skill issue.
I can't bend that far!
Oh my God.
Peach is kicking my ass.
I can't tell if that's kinky or not.
It's in golf, so maybe? Anyway, if you do want me to do a voice, I can. If y'all would prefer.
No. I got it.
So I'll do the kidnapper and she does the doctor.
Yeah. Okay. Recording start. The various items we observed at the location, what exactly are they? If you were supposed to speak, be aware that we possess various means to compel you to do so.
All right, I'll talk.
Very good.
Oh man, I didn't do an asshole voice. Let me try to correct that. All right, I'll talk. No, that's not right.
It sounded very southern.
Southern isn't asshole.
I mean, some southern people are assholes.
Yeah, but
Okay, I'll go.
some people from every region on Earth are assholes.
I guess I'll be Southern. I'll try asshole another time.
That's fair. Very good.
We were. Oh, God damn it! I just did a different voice. We were constructing small-scale artificial satellites there. That is not Southern.
That sounds like a mixture between Cindy and, I don't know, box standard American.
Using human brains.
Yes.
What led you to discover using them?
I don't
You
know the
mean
precise details myself, but I heard it all started with a friend of the company president. Apparently, he had been studying desperately in hopes of becoming an astronaut. However, due to an unfortunate accident, he suffered paralysis of the lower body and was forced to abandon his dream. Naturally, he himself was devastated, as was the president, who had witnessed his plight firsthand. That is when the president conceived the idea of installing a human brain into a satellite to serve as its onboard computer. His reasoning was that even if the body itself could not make the journey, the consciousness, the mind, could still travel into space. It is still it is currently still in the experimental phase, however.
Really an outlandish idea.
Well, I suppose it is. I heard they had quite a difficult time recruiting the necessary engineers.
How did you recruit those engineers?
It's a company I'm not particularly familiar with myself, but apparently they specialize in handling unconventional technologies. I believe they were recruited from a place called Japan Shonan. something or other. By the way, I actually joined this company after being scouted while I was still in college.
I see. Anyway, are there any success stories?
Well, things haven't really gone as planned. There's a rumor, and that's really just a rumor, that there was one successful case back before I joined.
Understood. There's one more thing I want to ask you about. It concerns that poster. Do you know anything about it? Speak up.
Oh, a poster?
Don't play dumb. People who've seen that poster have been getting teleported right here.
I'm sorry, I honestly don't know anything about it. What on earth are you talking about?
Hey, gives an instruction to another team member.
What? What's going on?
A brainwave diagnostics device is attached. Electric tone. It seems he's not lying. As for that brain, what were you told it was?
That it belonged to an employee who had been fired.
End of recording.
I gave a man the lady's voice. That was not the first time. I've also given women men's voices. I'm very bad at guessing gender.
End of recording.
Not like
Termination.
it matters much.
Yeah. Termination report. Following an interview, investigation into the company president was conducted. However, he reigns at large. It is possible that the manufacturing of 1897 JP is being carried out in absolute secrecy, even within the company itself. I recommend that we continue our investigation into Katsumi Aerospace Co. Limited. Role Task Force Captain Fukatsu. Note 2. Based on the results of this interview, we are currently investigating potential connections to the following object, currently designated as AO-redacted. Description: an artificial satellite that transmits radio signals containing the phrases, "Help me, it hurts, and I want to see my mom." Oh, oh, oh. Memory attacked at junior high school. Oh my god.
Hmm.
So one of
Hmm.
the successful case was a junior high schooler being turned into a satellite.
Uh, yeah, this group has to be on some flavor of evil.
Yeah. But it also looks like -1-A doesn't realize that these people are being
That's
kidnapped.
what a lot of evil groups do. They
Yeah.
don't tell people what they're doing as they do the evil
Yeah.
thing. They don't know they're doing bad.
Yeah.
That makes it easier to get people to do it.
Yeah. Date of discovery 20 redacted. Current status orbiting at altitude of 600 kilometers. Note: as a result of conducting periodic communications with the object, the frequency of positive responses has increased. And that's the end of the article. So, where in evil are we putting it? I'm guessing chaotic.
I mean, turning middle schooler brains into satellites is a very fundamentally chaotic activity.
Yeah.
Chaotic evil.
But at the same time, it's a Japanese company.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
sound like they're very organized, even if that's not a good thing in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be thinking lawful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with like the worker culture in Japan,
that's
Mhm.
how
very easy to
structured
get
things tend to
people to
be.
work without question and to not realize what they're doing, which is typically not an issue in Japan. Demand to know what you're doing. But in this case, oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, this we might actually get a good group this time. That's intentionally trying to do good. The Atypical Woodland Preservation Institute. an organization that preserves anomalous animals.
Nice.
Very minor. Defunct.
Oh, come on. Fuck you too.
Let's learn about the squirrels.
The gastrosophageal squirrels.
Why are they defunct?
I
Who
don't
defunct them?
I don't know, but we'll learn about them in here.
What?
Oh, watch them like get hired by Woodlands Wildlife Group. And that's actually why they're
That'd be
defunct.
that'd be a good flavor of defunct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can hope. Basically, just the Foundation goes, oh, so you're doing effectively the same thing that this other group that we work with is doing? Okay. You guys shut down, go help them, and we won't hurt you, basically.
Yeah. Alright. Uh, Item SCP-2327, Object Class Euclid. Special containment procedures. 2327 are to be kept in a woodland habitat in Biosite 34 and provided with food as specified by Chief Zoologist assigned to 2327, currently Miss E. Potter. Personnel entering 2327 habitat are to wear full hazmat suits to ensure no exposed skin, a precaution to prevent accidental activation of a 2327 instance anomalous effect. Population of 2327 is to be kept between 50 and 20 instances. D-class personnel are to be introduced to 2327 for this purpose. The resulting -1 are to be monitored via. How the fuck?
I don't think to 20 instances of the squirrel.
What are you needing help with?
What?
Via esophageal
So,
esophageal gastrodenoscopy.
An endoscopic procedure to view the digestive system down to the duodenum.
Yeah.
okay.
At least twice. First, after initial infliction to ensure successful implantation, and secondly, after 35 days to ensure expected levels of growth. It has been concluded that the use of anaxids will no longer adverse effects, so are permitted for use by -1 and are to be made available and on the on-site D-class infirmary. Yeah, thanks, Rito. Alright. 2327 is a species of squirrel almost identical in appearance to the Eurasian red squirrel. Squirrus vulgaris.
It's a vulgar squirrel.
Individual members of.
They scream cuss words
Oh my god.
repeatedly. I would love to have one as a pet.
Oh my god. Individual members of 2227
Oh,
became.
come on, don't you lie. You know you'd love to have a squirrel as a pet that's just occasionally screaming cuss words.
Yeah. Individual members of 2327 behave in similar manner to Eurasian red squirrels and have identical dietary requirements. While usually not aggressive, members of 2327 appear to actively attempt to bite, scratch, or otherwise break the skin of their handlers. This is assumed to be related to their anomalous effect. Foundation zoologists have concluded, based on observations of the behavior of and sexual dimorphism displayed by instances of 2327, compared to non-anomalous Eurasian red squirrels, that members of 2327 are gendered. However, 2327 possesses no genitalia. 2327 therefore do not produce sexually, instead reproducing through anomalous means. Within 2 hours of an instance of 2327, Hold on, I lost myself for a second. Within 2 hours of an instance of 2327, piercing the skin of a human being, henceforth -1, and 2327 embryo is planted into their stomach lining.
Oh God! You just get you you get squirrel gut babies?
Yes.
How the fuck? What the hell, man?
Mechanism by which the embryonic 2327 is generated and enters the body of the stomach is currently not fully understood. Its presence has caused symptoms of acute gastritis in 10% of -1. However, all -1 instances have experienced symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease, including nausea, dysphagia, and heartburn. The symptoms get worse as 2327 instance develops into the photo stage, at which point it begins floating around the stomach of the -1 instance. Embryonic and photo 2327 instances are both unaffected by stomach acid. Interviews with -1.
What
Happens
are
when
these squirrels? Sorry.
what happens when they give birth?
I don't know.
What happens when what happens when the bun in the oven's done cooking?
Oh my god, I would laugh so hard if it's like how it is in alien movies where it just bursts out the stomach.
It sounds like
Fucking
they go down. Meaning, if you're a guy, well, you better hope to catch the squirrel before it comes out.
Oh god.
why would being a guy or a girl affect this situation?
Do they come out of the other end?
We don't know. We're still reading. We don't know how it comes out yet.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's in the stomach.
yeah, and then it goes down the intestines.
Yeah. So like
Oh,
that's gonna cause problems for anyone.
Yeah.
I was
And
assuming they would come out the front end, but they might come out the back end?
we'll find out.
What the intestines are not connected to the uterus, so I would assume.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways.
I wasn't saying uterus. I was thinking they'd get peed out, but no, it'd be poop.
Yeah. Anyways. Interviews with -1 instances
Oh, I getcha.
interviews with -1 instances have revealed that the photo 2327 colliding with the lining of their stomach is uncomfortable, bordering on painful. Interview 2327-12, redacted. But a combination of antacids and painkillers is able to reduce the feeling. Gestation for 2327 lasts an average of 45 days. Not unlike non-anomalous red squirrels, however, 2327 instances are born with hair and open eyes and are capable of fending for themselves. Non-anomalous red squirrels do not reach this stage until around 12 weeks. At 45 days old, 2327 pushed their way through the lower esophageal sphincter, a
Oh, I
bundle of
pooped
muscles
out.
at the low end of the esophagus, where it meets the stomach. Of the -1 instances, within which they are gestating. They then proceed to climb the esophageal tract by stimulating the periosteal reflex of the -1 instance. In case this is where reflex has been insufficient, 2327 have attempted to climb the esophagus using their claws.
I'm starting to think that oesophagus is just esophagus.
Esophagus, and that the O and E are silent.
If they cannot trigger you to poop, they'll climb down your poop track.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I think it's climbing out the esophagus.
Oh yeah,
So it's
it
climbing
is.
up.
Yeah, it is. I see further
oh,
ahead.
so it's not going down; it's going up.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see in a second. 2327
Oh,
then
you
burst
barked
through
them
the
out?
here
Oh,
we go. 2327 then burst through the upper esophageal sphincter and leave the -1 instance via the mouth. So yeah, it is through the mouth. -1 instances are often left with severe acid reflux and chronic irritation in their upper digestive system, but almost always survive the process. The birthing process has a success rate of 92%. There are various scenarios that end in failures that fall within these three categories. In 4% of cases, the 2327 instance becomes stuck in the esophagus due to its claws becoming firmly attached to the esophageal wall to the extent that it becomes impossible to attempt to flush out the instance by drinking and eating. This is able to be removed surgically, but the -1 instance will perish. You know, if the Animal Reserve is trying to save these things, I think I know why they become defunct. In
Well, we'll
3%,
see.
yeah, in 3% of cases, the 2327 instance is unable to locate the lower facial sphincter and begins attacking the stomach itself. This causes heavy internal bleeding and inevitably leads to death of both 2327 and -1 if the instance is unable to be removed surgically. In -1 of cases, the 2327 instance passes down the duodenum and into the small intestines. This inevitably leads to a blockage, as 2327 instances are able to survive in the intestines. -1 instance can survive if 2327 is removed and a colostomy carried out by a surgeon. Okay, now we're gonna see the group. Indium 001 AWPI. The first instance of 2327 was discovered in a Lake District, England, with a tracking beacon attached to his hind left paw. It was decided that by team leader Graham that 2327 would not be returned to the nearest site, and that Mr. Brooker, the team's amnestic trained officer, would apply Class B amnestics to the owner of 2327 when he or she arrived to collect it. Instead, it transpired that the owner of 2327, Miss E. Potter, was part of the Atypical Woodland Preservation Institute, which had been breeding 2327 instances as a conservation effort along with several other SCP objects.
oh,
Due to their knowledge of and help in containing 2327, along with SCP-Redacted, anomalous item number redacted, AWPI, along with its 14 members and containment equipment, were merged into the Foundation.
Yeah, okay.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, my question is how they were breeding these things. Well, it also didn't it say something like things other than humans earlier? I thought there was a footnote about it.
I guess they can come out of different animals.
Oh, no,
My
it's
assumption would my
huh?
assumption would be like a as a conservation thing, they're either A, basically leaving like tracking them and letting them do their canoodling like however they do it themselves, or B, they've got some incredibly devoted folks that
Yeah.
really wanted to save these squirrels
So
and are fine with giving birth to to stomach babies.
yeah. All right. So where are we putting the squirrels?
I say chaotic good.
Yeah, this is actually a good group for once.
They they were sucked up by the Foundation, but before that, they were engaged in the process of helping stomach squirrels breed. That is arguably one of the most chaotic statements I have said in a long while.
Oh my gosh, they're right next to receiver penguins.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, the place that's like just that's just taking over hotel rooms and helping penguins fuck. I love me some chaotic good uh environmental organizations.
All right. Okay, well, this is gonna be interesting. Next is
Penguins go to
the Australian Church of Australia.
okay. Thanks for informing us.
The unknown but presumed to be some cult that is based in Australia. Oh, really?
Actually, it's in Austria. They just are really bad at spelling.
Who's the American Church of Australia?
Wait, the American Church of Oh, okay. That was something Rando said.
Yeah.
The first second I
Australian
thought
Church of Australia.
there for a second I thought you were reading that uh from the actual thing. I was about to say there's an American Church of Australia.
Oh my.
Oh, the group under that Australian Paranormal Drag Racing Association.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if I have that on there. Oh, there's no SCPs connected to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, the Department of Theological Affairs has context to this group according to SCP-3868. The group has also been absorbed by the Horizon Initiative. Here's the thing, we have their manifesto right here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and read that.
Oh, God,
All around me are familiar faces.
We will never know their manifesto. We do have two SPs connected to them. That's Horizon Initiative Hub, a major group of interest. Because remember, it says it's been absorbed by the Horizon Initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess let's read Soap of a Pope.
Or Constitution Saving Throw.
I want to hear about Soap of a Pope first. That sounds funny.
So,
Pope Soap.
it says
It's not
memoirs of
one
redacted. Oh,
Yeah, it's not too long.
oh! It does talk about the group.
Well, you'd hope.
There.
You would hope that the group would be talked about in Soap of a Pope.
Oh, there's other SCPs
Soap.
named in it. I'm just gonna pull
Soap,
those up.
Pope, Hope, Lope. Eloping Soap of a Pope, Hope.
They're being silenced.
There is no hope within the soap of a pope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Item SCP-475, Object Class Safe. Containment Procedures. 475 is to be kept in a watertight containment locker in Storage Unit 45-C of Site 36. All testing with para-religions requires permission from the site director. To prevent religious groups of interest from learning of the object's existence, knowledge of 475 is to follow Level 3 Info Security Protocol. Oh.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a number of like anomalous groups that would like really want to get their hands on Pope Soap.
Anyways.
I love my Pope Soap Leo.
Yeah.
No, I'm just imagining it's just like fucking Catholic merchandise that's like finely carved statues of various popes.
Yeah. Description. SCP-475 is an ornate sculpture of soap depicting an unidentified pope.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so apparently I'm Jesus. I just know what's gonna happen.
Described at the base of the statue is the phrase, "Cleanliness is next to godliness."
Hmm?
Analysis reveals that the object is composed of long chain saturated fatty acids, totaling 89.7% of its mass, while the remaining 10.3% corresponding to redacted, attached as the hydrophilic head. It is believed that the redacted gives 475 its unique properties, but all attempts to recreate this compound have failed. When
I love
475,
my momentous puppet.
yeah. When 475 comes in contact with water and is applied to the skin, all accumulated foreign contaminants are removed. Testing materials include dead stem cells, perspiration, bodily parasites, mold, dirt, and detergents. Post-test examinations have showed that 100% of foreign contaminants are removed. A statistical anomaly. This process only occurs when used on human skin. All attempts so far to use 475 on non-humans have failed to produce its anomalous effects. Testing on anomalous animals such as 1845 and 2050 is pending approval. So 1845 is...
If you know who that is. Yeah, I do not know who that is.
Okay, 1845 is one male American red fox, 14 muskrats, 12 ducks, 6 bald eagles, 2 deer, 3 feral cats, 2 gray wolves, and 3 crows, and 26 pigeons, 16 mountain lions, 12 squirrels, 11 sheep, 8 black bears, 6 raccoons, and a Bengal tiger.
God damn, why?
Forget about the. Did Noah forget about the boat or?
Oh my gosh, I gotta read this part. However, the animals have been members of 1845 are physiologically indistinct from normal animals of their species. However, the animals have demonstrated to possess near human intelligence, the ability to construct simple tools from objects in their habitat, and introduced by the Foundation in a system of government modeled of medieval European feudalism.
Bruh, that's sick as hell.
This is an interesting SCP. I'm about to read this eventually. Alright, now 2050 is... Oh my god. 2050 is the destination for the Skirine Monastic Brotherhood of the Poor Fellows and Crusader Knights, a monastic knightly order mostly composed of sapient members of the Squirrus vulgaris species, more commonly known as red squirrels. An organization claims that all righteous squirrels brethren are welcome. They were found during the First Crusade. Oh no, their armor was resembling that found during the First Crusade. Never mind. Oh my gosh, so they're just squirrels. Oh my gosh, they were found in Scotland. Destination for the Grandmaster Brotherhood. Dash 3 is the leader of House Bushtail. 4 is the leader of House Acorn Fist.
I am going to share this picture that is not connected, but I feel is relevant.
Oh my gosh, I gotta read these last 2 paragraphs. Externally, 2050 maintains a policy of extreme hostility towards any and all members of the genus Rattus, commonly known as the rat family.
So, on one hand, that is a very cute image. On the other hand, I'm like 90% certain it's AI.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that is most likely AI. Dash one
that would
is...
be very sad.
yeah. Dash 1 instances will seek to kill any member of this genus on sight. Aside from this, 2050 currently maintains a policy of isolation and containment of 2050. It's a focus on preventing outside awareness of 2050. Internally, 2050 is politically unstable. Dash 2 maintains little power over either house that comprises 2050. According to Dash 2, 2 civil wars have occurred in the past due to disagreements between the leaders of the 2 houses, leading to extreme diminishing in the number of members of 2050.
It's the game of acorns.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, now we know what they're referencing right here. Alright. 475 secondary anomalous effect manifests when it is used on a professing member of an organized religion. Subjects universally report greater mental clarity, showing greater adherence to church doctrine at a rate of at least 15 Cynthia Kiva, more on the Brandon Spencer piety scale. What is Kiva? Oh, it goes to 1844. What is this? Oh, 1844 is this crater from, I'm guessing, this machine caused. Oh. Oh, it did some other things for different religions. Oh, okay, so that makes sense why it's... Okay, anyways. Uh, these effects increase in intensity the longer the subject uses the object, accumulating in local reality changes, signified by all bodies of water within a 5-meter radius, turning into the equivalent liquid that is considered holy in the subject's religion. An example of these changes can be found in test log 475. Wait, I just realized how bad that would be if the circuit cult's got a hold of this object.
Why?
What did they they consider a lot of things either like 610 holy or other things like that as holy to their religion.
Oh.
Yeah, now you get it. Now I see why they don't want this being known.
No one must know about the soap of the Pope.
Yeah.
Not a line I ever thought I would say.
Pope
Yeah.
soap.
And then 475 came under Foundation containment when an insubordinate elements of the Horizon Initiative relinquished control of it. These elements cited a desire to maintain unity and prevent infighting as to why the object could not be kept. 475 was allegedly recovered from the residence of the Catholic Cardinal redacted, who was found deceased from injuries consistent with upside down crucifixion.
Did the Christian in the room just pronounce it crucifixion rather than crucifixion?
Oh, sorry. Crucifixion. Shut up. The cause of death of Saint Peter, the first pope, according to Catholic tradition.
Yeah.
Oh.
Festus, why are you yelling at me?
The following materials were also provided. Access memoirs of redacted. I write this document to preserve the personal revelation invested in me. Over these past years, I have grappled with my faith. I have committed it to paper. The ideas seem absurd. I, a leader of the faith, I, whose vote has determined the successor of Peter, I who is undeniable proof of God's glory. The initiative, for all its missteps and blasphemy, has provided undeniable proof of God's glory. Proof that has been withheld from the world due to inscrutable agreements with occult forces who do not have salvation in mind. Oh, I clicked occult forces and it goes to Global Occult Coalition case files. That's honestly accurate. Yeah. Despite the undeniable proof, I wrestled with fears that God is not almighty. How can a God so glorious and almighty stand by as false idols exhort their forces over man? By the grace of God, my fears have been quelled. The night before, I beheld an apparition of Mary. I tried to capture the glory of it would be futile, but it is an experience too magnificent to withhold. We were out of sea, below the waves. I could see the church penitent, awaiting purification. Further below that, deep beneath, there was creation. All around us were the gilded statues of saints, each linked to a church far below us. The Virgin Mother herself was resplendent, situated atop a pedestal carried by a many-winged creature of fire. Her right arm was she held the Savior, and her left a book of marble. She confided in me, told me of my purpose. Encased in the marble were the keys of heaven, the church's magisterium itself, the authority to commune with saints. I was to take it, free the keys, and cleanse the church militant. Then all will be made clear. When I woke up, there was a block of soap on my nightstand. Queer, but I do not question the mechanizations of God. Every day since that night has been hazy. I have worked with a fervor to accomplish this mission. Even to this moment, I have my doubts, but I am human. It is in my nature to doubt. If there is one thing I can be certain of, it is that I am a cog in God's plan. Redacted, redacted. To be fair, I can understand how he feels about this, because there are so many gods in the SCP universe.
E.
Alright. Addendum. 475 approved for extensive testing with paraligions. That's not 475 level 3 clearance required. Note, due to the scarcity of paraligion adherence under Foundation control, SCP Redacted has been approved to create suitable test subjects. Test subject religion. Roman Catholicism.
Catholicism.
Shut up.
Catholicism, you mean?
Catholicism. Sorry. I've never.
I don't
Catholicism.
mind you calling it anything you want to.
I've only said it as Roman Catholic or Catholic. I've never said the ism part.
Once again, I don't care how much you mispronounce or not mispronounce. You could call it the P Board of Religion for all I care.
Yeah. Duration 3 minutes. Results: water transmuted into a mixture of olive oil and balsam, consistent with the chrism oil employed in various Catholic rituals. Stigmata manifested in subject's hands. Notes: subject was heard reciting Confiteor as the anomalous effects took place. The stigmata healed over the course of the next 3 days. The test subject for religion, the other Roman Catholic, the Deva Cantus. Duration 5 minutes. Results: water transmuted into mixture of olive oil and balsam, consistent with the chrism oil employed in various Catholic rituals. No overt anomalous effects observed. Notes: post-test interview indicated that the subject accepted the current pope as rightful Pontifex Maximus. Test subject religion. Pentecostal. Duration 11 minutes.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh. Oh, I've been shot.
What?
What?
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. I have never seen that word before.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How come the atheist has heard of Pentecostal? And I guess we're both pagan, or I think Hatchet is heathenism.
Yeah.
I have never seen that word before.
So the person who's the heathen and the person who's the pagan, well, we're both pagans. The atheist and the heathen know what a Pentecostal is, but you have never said it in your life, and you're the Christian.
Yes.
Oh,
It is an extremely common denomination of Christianity. Well, I shouldn't say extremely common. It's a notable denomination of Christianity that's like heavily. Let's put it this way. You may have somehow come to this point without hearing the word. You've definitely seen Pentecostals before. They're like the section of Christianity that's like most associated with speaking in tongues.
Oh. Well, Maybe?
And
Those
like,
are probably the same ones that got my dad when he was a kid to decide he was never entering a church ever again in his entire life, which
Yeah,
he succeeded in.
yeah, the only Christian churches I've seen are Lutheran, Baptist, and Catholic around where I'm at.
I have seen more churches than you.
Yeah.
Actually, the only churches in my hometown were Baptist and normal.
Yeah.
But
Any,
I saw
hmm?
people from all sorts of faiths of the Christian variety. And I
Yeah.
remember in high school, like Mormons, which there wasn't a Mormon church like anywhere that I knew of. There was probably somewhere. They were like giving us Bibles when we were leaving the high school. It was weird. One time they even handed me one in Chinese, which fair, there were people there who wrote and spoke in Chinese, but
Yeah.
it's also weirdly targeting.
Yeah. Any, anyways, um,
Don't don't target high schoolers.
yeah. Back to the SCP. Uh, Duration 11 minutes. Result: water transmuted into pasteurized grape juice. Subject began exhibiting Lalia.
Question:
Huh?
can you pasteurize grape juice?
I maybe. I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, the SCP did it, so maybe. All I know is that the SCP did it. Subject displayed xenoglossy in the post-test interview. Note: subject made to the following request: access to Site 36's sickbay, access to any demonic entities housed on site, a pet snake. Request denied. Why is the pet?
right, yeah,
Huh?
right, yeah. Like the churches that will like uh heavily fixate on that thing about
Mhm.
no venom shall harm thee, and like it will pick up rattlesnakes and swing them around and be
Not
abusive to
very snake
snakes.
friendly, but they like the snake.
Yeah,
Not snake
they
friendly.
that's another that's a particular flavor of Pentecostal, if I remember correctly.
Oh boy. We're about to see why they decided no, not to tell the other organizations about this. Test subject's religion. Uh, how do I say this first part? I know how to say the second one.
Hasidic, I
Hasidic. Okay.
believe.
Hasidic Judaism. Duration 60 minutes. Results: testing was aborted after failure to produce anomalous results. Subject vehemently denied any change in behavior or mindset. Cancer counts measured a redacted percent increase in ambient human levels. Further testing warranted. Oh. Well, this is sad. It's not that the SCP is bad or anything. It's just that the author's gone.
Yeah.
Damn, I was expecting that. Here's where it starts to get bad. Ready? Test subject's religion. Broken church.
Oh.
Duration 13 minutes. Results: water transmuted into machine oil. Subject began manifesting symptoms of 2017, aka the clockwork virus, infection. Notes: subject was placed under quarantine within 48 hours. The 2017 infection present in its system has been rendered inert. Subject transferred to Site 234 for further study. Tis such. Oh my god, why? I see further ahead. Why? Testing such as religion, cogwork, orthodox. Duration 14 minutes. Results: water transmuted into machine oil. Subject proceeded to transform into metallic ovoid object bearing numerous markings on the surface. Notes: resulted object pending classification as an instance of 1564. Oh yeah, it's basically what it just said is collection is an ovoid object. Okay.
Fuck is an ovoid?
I don't I'm guessing an oval? Like a spherical
Oh yeah,
oval.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh, yeah. Anyways. Oh why? It just keeps getting worse the more I look down. Testing's religion, Maxwellism. Duration 15 minutes. Results water transmuted into thermal adhesive. Testing terminated as subject began complaining about a splitting headache. Analysis indicates that part of the subject's brain had been replaced with cybernetics inconsistent with standard Maxwellist arguments. Note: subject claims to have experienced a continuation of the signal, a hallucinatory vision of all Maxwellists experienced after undergoing information of their first arguments. In this vision, data expunged. Okay, signal implanting God. It's the story that connected to that part.
Also, it's important to note that with all these anomalous religious folk, they're not just like grabbing anomalous religious folks to do this, they're making them. They're
Yeah.
like turning D class to these religions to test them.
Yeah, here's where it gets worse. Oh my gosh, it gets even worse. Test subjects
Oh,
Test subject's religion, Neo-Sarkism. Duration,
oh,
30 minutes. Results, water transmuted into blood. Subject began morphing into an instance of SK biotype redacted. Testing suspended and subject stated. Upon resumption, subject calcified into a roughly ellipsoidal object that began emitting thermal radiation in the microwave range. Notes, further testing
I
with
think that's
Neo-Circuit Cultus.
celestial.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ellipsoidal.
yeah, I have no idea. Notes further testing with Neo Circuit Cult suspended in order to prevent Apotheus events. Circuit currently in secondary storage at Site 10. Which is. Wait. Museum's proposal. Okay. I thought this was.
Right. So is this thing just like the source of a shit ton of O1 proposals?
Oh. Is there. Oh. Is this the one where it's just. Project Pluto? Oh, yeah, this is the ornament that can't be unlocked.
Uh,
But when it and there's a story connected to that when it is unlocked, it holds all the gods in the universe that aren't like the Eldritch gods.
e.
And then they start trying to do their own version of the end of the world. And the Foundation decided we're gonna end all of you. Test Sutter's religion, Children of the Scarlet King.
What a
Duration.
great idea.
Yeah, duration 45 minutes. Results: water transmuted into blood. Subject underwent a series of transformations, turning into progressively more advanced in the Davite caste system, variants of the DV biotype. Transformations culminated in the subject becoming a colossal squid and expiring?
I
What?
see.
What?
Notes: genetic testing indicates the blood is from the common sperm whale.
Okay.
Test subject's religion, Fifism. Duration 25 minutes. Results: water transmitted into 100 specimens of the subphylum Acerosa. Subject melted into candle wax. Note suspected connections to 1523, which is an orange brown incense coil.
Incense coil.
Yeah. The object, while 1523 is burning, an object displays sapience. It is responsive to verbal stimuli, capable of speech, using voice identical to that of a musician named Redacted. Name withheld due to Operation Start User Protocol. So yeah, it's just a. I guess that's why it turns to wax. I have no idea. Uh, Test subject's religion: Church of the Second High Toph. Duration: 30 minutes. Results: water transmuted into blood. Subject's forehead developed pigmentation in the shape of a seven-pointed star. Subject displayed previously unknown knowledge of Haitothian rituals and language of Orthothan. Notes: analysis indicates the blood is from the common seven-armed octopus. Test subject's religion: Children of the Torch. Duration: 17 minutes. Results: water transmuted into an aqueous flame, similar to those created by 2814. Subject then melted into a waxy substance, yet remained motile and condensate. Note: subject expired after 24 hours, remains stored in Site 23. Ceremony Max, constructed the site in wood, fragments of jadeite. Jade Max, that flames, 5,000 degrees centigrade, shares properties. Oh, okay, so if you put the mask on, you can survive exposure of heat and flames to 5,000 degrees centigrade.
Damn.
Once you take it off, you don't.
Well, that would be the assumption.
And oh my gosh, in the waxy substance is 1 day breaks.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
So they almost so now they're studying it because it's the same shit from 1 day breaks. Now on to our group. This subject's religion: Australian Church of Australia. Duration: 1 minute. Results: data expunged. Note: further testing of Australian Church of Australia requires unanimous approval from the O5 Council.
Unanimous.
Unanimous approval of the O5 Council. Research are fitting AU class of the in-world scenarios themed class 11 priority. It's 11 because X is 10, right?
Yeah, that's X is 10, so that's 11.
So we don't know what Australian Church of Australia worships, but whatever it did almost caused an in-world scenario when the soap was used.
I guess it's Australia.
What?
Unanimous decision by the O5. We do have the other SCP to look at.
Let's look at the other SCP. Maybe we'll get more information about this Australian deity.
Oh my gosh, and the object class is Keter.
Great.
I swear, if it talks about an in-world scenario again, it's gonna go into evil somewhere. Item SCP-3868, Object Class Keter. Special containment procedures. At least one physical and digital copy of each -A iteration is to be hosted in Site 43's archival wing. Due to the low quality of the physical copies of the Constitution of New Zealand outside of Foundation control, those replaced by -A iterations may be passed off as hoaxes or confiscated by Foundation assets embedded in a local police force. In fact, the end of the scenario is one of a kind specified for that instance. Yeah. All copies of -A should be taken down through standard protocols. -B instances, once conclusively identified, should be detained and sent to Site 43 for further questioning regarding Contingency 73. Wait, Tangi? Huh?
An AU end of the world scenario only shows up there.
Yeah.
Damn.
For sake of containment, -B instances are non-anomalous and should be treated as E-class employees, i.e., sequestered from the general staff population, but still treated as Foundation members. Liaisons with the Department of Temporal Anomalies should be notified of any developments with regards to 73 Wei Tangi and information associated with 3868. In the case of a K-class scenario resulting as a result of 73 Wing Tangi, the tanks of the Constitution of New Zealand should be updated to the latest iteration of -A where possible. God damn it.
Wait. Wait a second. The containment procedures, in case this happens, is fucking altering a constitution?
Yes.
Dude, what the fuck?
Alright, let's see what the SCP is. Description: 3868 refers to an annually recurring event that occurs on the 17th of January and has occurred every year since the official codification of the Constitution of New Zealand in 2009.
Wait. The official New Zealand is what? The official codification of the Constitution of New Zealand in 2009. Did New Zealand not have a constitution before that?
I guess not.
Was it just like a part of Britain?
Maybe.
I think New Zealand is part of Denmark.
Oh, is it?
Let me look it up. I could be wrong.
I did not realize New Zealand wasn't independent before, like, I was 9.
While Jerry looks it up, I won't keep reading. During an 3868 event, all extant physical and digital copies of the Constitution of New Zealand.
I was thinking of a different country.
Oh.
Are you thinking of Greenland?
Probably.
So it is owned by Britain?
No, I didn't say that.
Ah. During an 3868 event, all extant physical and digital copies of the Constitution of New Zealand are replaced with a modified version designated -A. In addition to this, one currently serving political officer in the New Zealand Parliament will be replaced by a non-anonymous human designated -B.
Yeah, New Zealand is currently independent. It used to be ruled by England.
So it's part of the Commonwealth. Okay. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. -A's text varies from the non-anomalous Constitution of New Zealand by the addition of a singular section. This section allows the Foundation to take emergency control of the New Zealand Army in the event of a certain circumstance designated Contingency 73 Wei Tangi. Only partial information about 73 Wei Tangi is available in the form of excerpts of the specification quoted and -A examples of circumstances falling under 73 Wei Tangi include the re-election of deceased Prime Minister Richard Sindon, a successful legally endorsed cessation of Victoria and Tasmania from Australia, the official declaration of war between Montenegro and New Zealand.
New Zealand's constitution laws are just weird.
Yeah. Well, excerpts of the specification for 73 Wei Tangi match the official format of other Foundation contingencies. No such contingency exists at the time of writing. Whatever anomaly 73 Wei Tangi is associated with or designed to protect against is unknown to the Foundation at present. The only source of information available to the Foundation regarding 73 Wei Tangi is the -B instances themselves.
Oh, okay. Rendo says it's a conglomerate of several documents rather than one document, so every so often they codify it to add and change documents for it. Okay.
Yeah. -B instances universally claim to be staff of the Department of Temporal Anomalies assigned to ensure that the Constitution of New Zealand is altered so as to avert a K-class scenario caused by a lack of preparation against 731 Tangi. Their claim to be Foundation employees is corroborated by their possession of employee ID numbers that are valid, although they correspond to no known members of personnel currently on RISA's employee roster. Due to their reported inability to carry physical objects with them during the replacement caused by 3868. Oh, good night, Rando.
Have a good night, Rando.
Good night, random.
Specifics about the anomalous location, mechanism of effect, and containment procedures not pertaining to 73 Wayne Tangi are highly limited. Several key points about the 73 Wayne Tangi anomaly agreed upon by all -me instances to date include the following pieces of information. The anomaly in question is royally bound through Gaius, or another unknown anomalous method, by the Governor General to the text of the Constitution of New Zealand. Investigation of current and past Governor Generals has shown no concrete signs of anomalous involvement. What is Gaius? Oh, it's a... Oh my gosh, it's about Prometheus technologies. Anyways. First signs of the K-cut scenario include the use of a obscure constitutional loophole to deploy the New Zealand Army, necessitating the powers granted by -8 iterations. The New Zealand national rugby team is correlated in some way to the anomaly.
What?
As of the time of writing, only one player in the New Zealand national rugby team has demonstrated concrete evidence of anomalous properties. He was neutralized in 2003 by Global Coalition forces masquerading as an Australian rugby players. God damn it, GOC.
Am I going insane?
Nope.
Alright. Currently, the Department of Temporal Anomalies is conducting research using anomalies such as 711 to try to ascertain further information about the K-class scenario and anomalies involving with 73 Wayne Tangi with additional assistance provided by the Department of Theological Affairs, context in GOI 055Y, Australian Church of Australia. Attempts to negotiate Global Coalition support in the event of an NCK class 3868 cause scenario are ongoing. What's 711? Estimated summary high five. So sending data into the past and of receiving data from its future. Okay, so okay. So we know from one SCP, this group almost like studying this group's religion almost caused an end of the world scenario with the soap. And now they're talking. Huh?
I need a review, like, what the
Thing here says.
like what the soap does.
Yeah, the secondary anomalous part is what affected the church. 75 second anomalous effects manifests when it is used on a professing member of organized religion. Subjects universally report greater mental clarity, showing greater adherence to church doctrine, and at a rate of at least 50 Sentia Kiva more than Brandon Spencer piety scale. These effects increase in intensity the longer the subject uses the object, accumulating in local reality changes, signified by all bodies of water within a 5-meter radius, turning into an equivalent liquid that is considered holy in the subject's religion. Several of these changes can be found in test log 475. And if I remember correctly, it was only used for a minute, and it nearly caused an end of the world scenario.
Yeah. So then...
And this one they contacted about 73 Wayne Tanji, which has the kickoff scenario and almost involved in that. So I'm not sure where to put this, because on one hand, in one SCP, they're not great at all, and on the other, they're trying to help prevent K class. Well, their
Well,
message.
they're contacts within, which would imply that they're like turncoats to this organization.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait. Hmm. It is recognized as a cult.
yeah. It's also been absorbed by the Horizon Initiative.
Yeah. I won't see what the Horizon Initiative is again, like what they mainly say. Welcome, Shepard. Congratulations, you're now a full member of Shepard Corps of the Horizon Initiative. All associated titles, privileges, and burdens now rest upon your shoulders. You are the first line of defense against the anomalies that the other organizations are too self-absorbed to acknowledge. You will acquire the relics for the scribes, report targets to the wolves, and answers directly to the tribunal itself. But no one
May
ever...
I just say they're full of themselves and I already want to punch them?
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah, but
That's fine.
yeah, but no one ever answers the lurking question, why does Horizon Initiative exist? What could bring together some of the most divided groups on the face of the planet under the banner of God? The answer is older than the question. For decades, various organizations have sought to acquire objects for personal gain. No matter their intentions, it is foolhardy to let a single group of born of science with no creed and no morals to speak of sit upon the largest cache of anomalous objects in existence. Since before the counting of time itself, the heathen churches of McCain and Yaldabaoth has squirreled away sacrifices for their unholy masters, rendering humanity asunder in their squabbles. Fuck you. McCain actually died for you, you son of a bitch. The various
Yeah.
yeah, the various nations of Earth have their own pet groups dedicated to seeking out objects in the name of their homelands. Men of science, infidels, and soldiers almost bow before the might of his hammer, lest they be crushed. The initiative is both a question to the state of affairs of the anomalous community, and the answer: God's hand has guided humanity through the lowest lows and our highest highs. With the world rapidly marching into the dawn of a new era, we cannot allow our future to be built on the foundation of lies. God has provided man with a shiny beacon in the dark. Whether it be in the shape of a prophet or a preacher, God's anointed raise their armies to combat the forces that threaten the pure. Initiative is only the most recent iteration of the army of the Lord. An army protecting the faithful in war and rising up the less fortunate in peace. This is our duty, and we accept the burdens of our ancestors. And as it was, so it shall be. Hundreds of groups, thousands of faithful, many interpretations, all under the banner of our Lord. I'm just trying to see if there's any mention of the groups within it, and no. It just talks about SCPs and Garfield timeline.
What?
Well, that's normal. I see no problems here.
Oh my gosh, it's an actual timeline of the Garfield. The Garfield SCPs, I just say. But yeah, okay. So now, Horizon Initiative, I believe we put somewhere in evil because of that.
Yeah.
And seeing how they joined them, that's not a good sign either.
I think we're putting this group in lawful evil.
Yeah, This is last group.
That's that's my read.
We only put. Wait, no, we did put two, but one isn't confident good. One that's actually trying to do good. Alright. I'm actually just going to show the next one for next week. The Autocephalous Mission of Moldova. Autocephalous Mission of Moldova is a Catholic group. The term group is loosely used loosely here, as the group really has only one member. Other scientists are people coming to study anomalies created by its founder Ezekiel, situated in Moldova. They believe in anomalies as God's miracles instead of magic. Its founder Ezekiel Valery A. Perano was born in Warsaw, Indiana, and then moved to Europe. He later founded the Autocephalous Mission of Moldova 11 years after he moved to Europe. At first, I thought this was going to be a shark punching organization group, but I was wrong.
Why? Because of the color scheme?
Yeah. I'm not sure if this would be good or bad.
It sounds simply like it is.
Yeah. So that leads to a question: does it deemed 610 a God miracle? I mean, technically it is, if you think about it.
I mean, yeah, just not sort of miracle I want to have anything to do with.
Yeah. Anyways, and ending soon in 3, 2, 1. You wanna know I don't sound tired? I am tired.
Well,
That's
stop
valid.
that.
You don't need to sound tired to be tired.
Yeah. And yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure if I'm sick or something. Because after I finished editing a little bit, I went to lay in the bed, watch videos and whatnot, went black, and this was like around 6 a.m. Woke up and it was 7:30 p.m.
Well,
Maybe you should talk to a doctor about that.
Yeah.
That sounds important.
Yeah, I'll probably see one tomorrow, which is probably won't, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. There'll be no stream tomorrow. But yeah, maybe Saturday if I don't feel like shit. But yeah, Jerry, do you have any last words for stream?
Um, just remember, gasping for air and not peeing enough can internally injure you.
Do you have any last words for stream?
when you're in a golf tournament against Mario characters, uh, beware the small turtle.
Yeah. All right. Anyways,
Also, beware the big turtle.
Oh.
Just beware the turtles.
anyways, danger not us. I'll see you guys next time for your next mission. From now on, I will be streaming again back to YouTube. It just won't be as frequent. It's usually when I have fully free time. Usually on the weekends, during a day, a weekday, but it'll usually be way before the Twitch stream. I'll see you guys most likely Sunday. It should be stream Sunday. And as for Sunday, it actually won't be Pokemon next to Gale of Darkness. I found out that I forgot about one SCP game I could not play because my computer had a shit fit. Previous one. But I can definitely play it now. And it's a game that has the Volgan voice in it. You know I'm gonna play that.
Cool.
Yes, SCP Fragmented Minds. It's basically
Nice.
an SCP site on Mars. See?
Full disclosure, my bladder is about to explode. Can we hurry this up?
Anyways, oh, I
Bitch, shut the fuck up.